Oh! What in the world? Clive's a maniac! We are in part 3 of Killer Frequency, and is this where I confess that as a child I wanted to be a detective at one point, and thanks society that I did not pursue that career because there'd be an awful lot more unsolved crimes, wrong conclusions, and the world's a safer place all the time that I remain as a video game animator in my full-time career. We are not doing very well. We have saved 2 people. There's only going to be me and Pat left. I'm not killing anybody. We haven't seen her face. I think it might be her. But until that conclusion comes forward, let's dive in to more disasters of Killer Frequency.
Welcome back to 189.16, The Scream. This is Forrest Nash. How are you tonight, caller?
I'm doing okay. I made it home safe.
Hey!
Gary!
Hey, I just wanted to thank you for doing what you could earlier. You know, even though not everybody made it, and, I don't know.
Hey, it's okay. You were so brave earlier. You're safe now.
And you're bumming everybody out.
Why he didn't... Why am I...
Why what, Carrie?
Why did he spare me? After what he did, why let me go?
Maybe he didn't kill you because he saw you as a victim.
Maybe. But why would that stop him from killing me too? After everything he did to...
These stupid hazing nights have to stop. Carrie, you did so well tonight. Stay safe and rest. Help
Get the
is
hell off
coming
the
to
phone.
Gallows Creek. We just need to hold on.
Thanks, Peggy. Hey, Forrest? Could I request a song?
Of course, Carrie. What song?
Any song by Blast Processor. And thank you.
This next one goes out to Carrie.
You know, what Carrie just said has really got me thinking.
About what?
The whistling man left her alone. Why? There must be a reason.
When it comes to
It's
masked
her
whistling
father.
killers, I don't think a reason is a key part of their process.
Well, it's something to consider. I need to take a break. If you want to stretch your legs, now's the time. Just hit the Peggy button when you want to get back on air.
Let's get going, Peggy.
Alrighty.
That's enough break for you, Peg.
Segment or... Scratch that, Forrest. We have a caller.
You're through to 189.16, The Scream. What's your emergency?
Hello again, Forrest. Oh, that call with the teens was awful.
It's Dawn.
Poor kids. Still, I'm glad the girl didn't get hurt.
Thanks for your concern. Are you in trouble? What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you again to play my song, Forrest. You said you were going to play it, but you didn't.
Your name was Dawn, right?
What, Peggy? Yes. Oh, well remembered. My name is Dawn, and I wanted to ask you again to play my tune, Forrest. Long Ride Home? You know, the one that Peggy said she threw outside the window?
I'll play a track for you, Don, but maybe pick another one. We don't exactly have that one in rotation right now.
No, Forrest. You do have it. It's just outside the window.
There's a serial killer on the loose. I can't just go outside hunting for a record.
I'm really sorry, Dawn, but we just can't get it right now.
But
Besides,
wasn't the
why?
whistling man just at the old murder house? That's miles from the station. It won't take you a second to grab it.
Don, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's something unnatural about this freak. He's fast. I'm not risking it.
Oh, but I think you will. Forrest? Peggy, I'm calling with more than a request. I know something. I think I know who's gonna be next.
What?
Are you serious?
Play my song, Forrest, and you'll find out.
Are you the killer?
Well, folks, here's some music for you while I think things over. Is she serious, Peggy?
She's serious about hearing that song, that's for sure.
I can't see
Peggy,
it out the
I mean,
window.
is she serious about...
I don't know,
I
Forrest,
can't
but
see it.
we don't really have a choice, do we? If
Yes.
she's telling the truth,
Then why don't you go and get it?
Considering
it's
you threw
one
it out
of
the window.
Reggie's K-Fam regulations. I can't leave the booth while we're on air.
Well, then we
Peggy.
won't be on air.
Just, you can do it, okay?
Fine.
You're a good man, Forrest.
Push
I'll
over.
slide you the key to the fire door.
Wait. Our fire door has to be unlocked?
Yeah, it, you know, I never thought about it. But
I never thought about that either.
we should talk to Reggie about that later. Anyway, I'll hold the fort down while you're out.
Did you ever used to find
Maybe I'll
out
even
at
get a
work?
caller.
Your emergency
That would be
doors would be
exciting.
like, don't use this door, it's locked.
189.16, The Scream. With me, Peggy.
I mean, not all of them, but certainly some of them it was like, emergencies only, but it was locked.
I'm not getting in there tonight.
One assumes it's downstairs. Weep. Weep. Get out of my way.
You know, I hope she'll be happy when I'm brutally murdered by the Whistling Man. Out here. In the open. Alone.
I can't see it.
Here it is. Long ride home.
I definitely saw someone walking.
Of course. It locks behind me. And of course the key doesn't work on this side. Fantastic. Maybe there's another way back in through the basement. A door, or elevator, or something.
Where? We just cut the power.
Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt around for some new fuses.
This way? Oh, here.
And that's broken too. Only the best for K-Fam. Let's see if I can fix this. Looks like a power issue.
Oh,
I
okay.
should check the fuse box. Nah, that's not right. Do the fuses add up properly?
I don't know. I'm just taking all the fuses out. I wasn't finished. Oh. 2 more. That one? I feel like it's gonna be this way. Oh, here it is.
Bingo!
Yay! La 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 la. La 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 la.
Probably survive that fall. Looks like the janitor's closet. What did Peggy say his name was?
Clive. Oh! What in the world? Clive's a maniac.
What the hell? Peggy is not going to believe this. Huh, there's a key. I'll just take that. Might be important. I wonder how the show's going.
I don't like the fact that the basement is now compromised. Maybe we should close that door. Oh, well.
Isn't that such a good song, folks? And now for... Jesus, Forrest, you've been gone for ages. I thought something had happened.
Something did happen. Clive the janitor might be Clive the murderer.
What?
I'll start from the beginning. The fire door locked behind me.
And I didn't think to lock it behind me.
Why did you heave that thing all the way up here?
Because the basement's creepy as hell, and I don't like standing around down there.
Fair. All right, let's run through this again. We have a creepy board you found in a creepy basement, made by our creepy janitor, who you think is the creepy whistling man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And on the creepy board are the names Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, and Aunt Williams.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you think one of these people will be the whistling man's, Clive's, next target.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we've got to find him.
You said there are 4 locations listed there too? The hospital, the power station, the gas station, and the trailer park. Clive must think the target is at one of those locations. Forrest, you're gonna have to figure out if any of the potential targets are at one of these locations tonight. Hit the button if you need any help.
How do I figure that out? Trailer park's right there.
How's it going?
It's not going well. I could use some help.
Okay, let's review
Oh, the board's
basics.
here.
We need to work out who the next target is. There's 4 locations, right? And 4 people. We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them. There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great.
The footballer
Need
could be
any
at
more
the
help?
hospital. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's the hospital. Power station.
Yes, please.
Sure. I think you should be methodical with this. Try grouping the notes by who they're about. You could also have a look at the dates and make a timeline. Maybe that will help rule out potential targets first.
Got it. Thanks, Peggy.
No problem.
That seems like a lot of work.
How's it going?
I'm ready, Peggy.
I'm
Are you
liking my
sure?
odds.
We've only got one shot at this.
I'm sure. Let's do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
Kim Walker.
And where will I find them?
The hospital.
The hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment.
This is going to go terribly.
Forrest, I'm through to the hospital, but they say there isn't anyone by that name there.
Ah.
What? Then who? Jesus!
It sounds like something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Oh my god. The call board, one moment.
What? Was he the
Forrest,
Riddler?
I'm getting so many calls. Just let me... I'm gonna take us off air for a moment.
Peggy, what's happening in there? Peggy.
I'm back. He blew up the gas station, Forrest.
Oh.
Okay.
I spoke to the fire department and the hospital. The fire department is useless now, as you know. And, the hospital's only ambulance was at the gas station.
Of course.
Forrest, you've got to say something on the radio. You have to tell the town. I'm putting us back on air. Now.
Gallows Creek. I don't know how to tell you this, but, the gas station's been bombed.
Please, everyone, stay safe. Stay inside.
Maybe I should look at this board one more time.
Oh, just bring us into some music, Forrest.
Careful with this next track, listeners. It's dynamite.
Forrest!
Ah.
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Where's
Yep.
why?
Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
No. But it's creepy. If you were going to commit murder, would you keep the evidence at your place of work?
A key? Was this always here? I must have
picked that up
missed it when I brought
before.
everything upstairs.
Oh, there. Basement storage. How did I miss that? This way. I'm so stupid.
Hey, Forrest!
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom?
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information.
That's when
Give
this
it a
all
play.
began for me. Follow the maps. Find the tapes.
Wait, George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz
creepy
the
down
intercom
here.
when you found something.
Boxes. Here?
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of recurrence indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death.
creepy down here.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a
That looks intentional.
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. That recording. Shut it off.
Ooh. Wasn't that Virginia?
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder.
Murder on the dance floor.
The death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. And I can. I don't know. Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you. But that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say. That I should say. But my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting...
Clive's being framed! And he
What the
collects
hell?
flies!
Peggy is not going to believe this.
Intercom peg! Intercom peg!
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape.
I think it was
I just
Virginia.
can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The coroner came to the conclusion that George was running from something, likely terrified.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
Moved the body? How weird.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded the doctor, Dr. Sullivan, to stop recording.
Dr. Sullivan. Wait, Virginia Sullivan?
Yes.
She was her caller from earlier.
Yeah.
Well, then our caller was involved in a conspiracy around this boy's death. We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers
Maybe.
tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save
Oh,
them.
Clive.
Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything, Forrest?
I think there's got to be more down here. I need to find all the tapes.
You think so? How much did Clive hide down there? Well, if there are more tapes, then there must be more maps to follow, right?
That seems to be the case.
All right then. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
What? There's more tapes. I thought I found all the tapes. Ah.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Clive, you tricksy man. Where did you hide that other one? Here? No. Here? No. This one?
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Right. Is that the last one?
What have you found, Forrest?
There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
Ooh. 3 a.m.
Thank God you're back, Forrest.
I know, right?
I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really. How are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
Beats me. But we gotta do it and we're going to.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line. Time to turn the music off. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this
Kinda.
end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Good old Virginia.
Fredman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you? Goose?
Maybe.
Plunker, hey, it's the Radio Man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
They crashed it, remember?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's That's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Aw.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
Don't be sorry. You've been through a lot.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Virginia.
I thought I was. I thought...
Easy. We're not calling
Easy,
to talk about
Tiger.
earlier. We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
We thought so too, but...
You don't understand. All those years ago, he...
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone.
Down.
We found evidence to suggest he... well...
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies
Well,
or what,
he
but
didn't.
we found them, and we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you stay quiet?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no, but, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said, and that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand, she needed me.
We understand.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
So get
Stay
speaking.
safe, Virginia.
Oh, I thought she had more to say.
So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details? Maybe we could have called Sandra, see what she knew.
Well, we win some and we lose some, I guess.
I guess.
I do love the soundboard.
Looks like we've got a call coming in.
Welcome to 189.16 The Scream, with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Forrest. I know
Ponty
this is really
Pony.
out of the blue with everything happening tonight. But I wondered if you could send a special birthday message to my uncle.
You know what? I'd welcome a change
Is this
of
the
pace.
count?
I'd be glad to.
Thank you, Forrest. He's my Uncle Ronnie. His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name. But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, can you believe it? Folks always called him Pepper.
Thanks for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy birthday you would like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my god damn it!
Yes! Tell him he can get the best birthday deals and party packages here at Putney's Pizza. Starting at
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us!
Sorry, Forrest. Let's just move on. We've already got another caller on the
Didn't catch
line.
me out. I knew it was him.
This is 189.16, The Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller. Caller.
Is that laughing or crying? Laughing.
Ponty.
Ponty's Pizza always delivers. Come rain or sleet or whistling man, we'll be there.
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay?
No. Not really, Peg.
Forrest?
I hope the whistling man gets in with his own pizza slicer.
Jesus, Forrest?
Sorry. That was too much.
It's okay. It's been a high-stress night. Don't worry about him anymore, okay? Not for tonight, anyway. I think he's spent for now. We've got another call, whenever you're ready.
Folks, don't spend your money at Ponty's Pizza. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Moving along, I'd like to welcome another caller to 189.16 The Scream. With me, Forrest Nash. Who may I say is calling?
Well, hello again, Forrest.
Don. I bet I know why you're calling. I'm sorry I didn't play your song. There's a lot going on. But please?
Never mind that now. First, I'm calling because I need your help.
Are you in danger?
I sure am.
Do you mean
Yes, he's after me now.
you?
Ah, but we got your record.
So, he must have heard me on the radio helping you.
Didn't we? Yeah, there it is.
Right. Okay. Tell us everything.
I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next, after Chuck.
And what happened?
And I started to feel like I was being followed. I came back to my apartment building, but this newfangled security system has me locked out. I need you to help me get inside.
Can a neighbor let you in?
I only moved in last week. I don't know anybody yet.
Just use a
Not even
random
buzzer
number.
here, only the keypad for the entry code. I need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in? Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the new Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park, but I doubt any of your listeners live there. I don't have many neighbors.
Sounds like a prime piece of real estate.
The sound really carries at night. Shit.
Sounds like a noisy part of town.
It is. Boy, I wish he'd muzzle that thing and... Oh. And now he's blasting David Scopo out of his window. This night can't get any... The whistling man. He's coming down the street. I don't think he's seen me yet. Forrest, please. I need your help. I need the code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
Can you get your neighbor's attention?
That the whistling man will see me, Forrest. I can't do that.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box. It says Starling Security 4000. There's a keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
We'll see what we can do.
Thank you, Forrest.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Don.
Thank you, Forrest. I knew I could count on you. I'll sit out of sight. Call me back soon.
All right, folks. Here's a little tune for you all to enjoy while I try to break Dawn into her apartment. A classic back by popular demand. This is Long Ride Home by the Barn Finds. You were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something...
Yeah, it wasn't just you. Something was weird about that.
Yeah, well, tell you
She's
what,
the whistling
we have
man.
a Starling 4000 or whatever here at KFAM. Clive bought one for the station. Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure who, but to help someone.
Okay, so she's locked out of the Woodside Apartments, and somewhere, Clive probably has the papers for the Starling 4000.
What, so I have to go back downstairs again? Oh, man.
Woodside Apartments. Coming soon, No pets. Not open until... What?